that all these curses...
These what?
Curses.
These what?
Curses.
What are we in the ghetto?
Curses.
What are we when we getting gunned down by police?
Curses.
These curses, read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And overtake thee. And they overtook us, man.
I know you mean everything in Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another. And they doing it.
The reason the earth is out of whack is because it's an oppressor, a certain oppressor that's in charge right now. A certain oppressor that puts animals in zoos. A certain oppressor that's burning up the ozone layer. The one that's in power, the one that you call the government of this world. NATO, the White House, the people that run all of this, they're the ones that's making the earth suffer. And we're the reason why we're you know what I'm saying? We're the ones that's supposed to be running the earth so that it ain't suffering like this. And this is the reason why the answers are all in the Bible. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Okay, so that was the promise that you would have had if you listened and obeyed the Lord thy God. It tells you right here in the Bible, we would have been above all nations, above all nations on the earth. That is the position that the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child is supposed to have on this planet. We're not supposed to be on WIC. We're not supposed to be in the ghettos, in the projects, in the barrios. We're not supposed to be on the bottom of the totem pole everywhere you go on the planet. The Most High told you if we would have listened and obeyed all his commandments this day, that he would have made us above all nations upon the face of the earth. Now, let me show you what happened, because we definitely did not do that. Jump down to verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is what's going to happen to us, and this is what had happened to us for not listening to the voice of the Lord our God. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses...
These what?
Curses.
These what?
Curses.
What are we in the ghetto?
Curses.
What are we when we getting gunned down by police?
Curses.
These curses, read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And overtake thee. And they overtook us, man. You walk up 125th, man. It's like they used to, what they call it? Zombie land. You know what I'm saying? They overtook us. Now we strung out on drugs. We got to worry about child support. Our houses are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? All of this because we didn't want to obey the Lord thy God. If we didn't listen to his commandments, we wouldn't be in these conditions. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be in this situation. But we don't listen to God. We listen to our Christian pastor, the people in the Muslim mosque, all these other philosophies and vain religions, man. And that's why we still stuck in the situation that we're in, because that's how we got here. You don't believe me? Drop down to verse 68. We're going to show you how we got here.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
Ships.
With ships. That's showing you right there. We came here in Americas and the Caribbean on ships. You know what I'm saying? We didn't take a plane to come over here. We came here on ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
By the way he spoke unto us. He told us he was going to punish us for not following these laws and commandments. So he's telling us what's going to happen to us. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. What is he talking about? He's talking about the land that the Palestinians and the Israelis, the fake Jews, are fighting over right now. The land of Israel. We shall see it no more again. Right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We shall be sold unto our enemies, man. No other nation has been sold unto their enemies, man. It's talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's telling you in this exact verse how we gonna come here on slave ships. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna we not gonna see our homeland no more. We have never been back on our homeland since we got here on slave ships. That's number one. And then it's going to tell you that we're going to be sold onto our enemies on slave ships. Now, I got to ask you, what people does that fit? Does that fit the so-called Jewish man? Because I see him going back and forth to Israel all the time. Even though that's not his land. He was put there in the 1940s. And it's not even his country now. They turned it into a state